of a white Plume Mountain. What's going on, everybody? It's Monday night, which means only one thing. Another episode of White Plume Mountain featuring DM Luke from Big Game Small Pieces. How are you, man?
Feeling good? Feeling good. D&D is a great way to start the week.
It most certainly is. It's a great way to start with the week. It's a great way to spend the week, and it is a great way to end the week also. And you can be damn sure that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, because of course on Saturday we have the next episode of Out of the Abyss to look forward to. So it's just the middle part of the week that I don't quite have sorted out yet. How about you, man? What you got planned for the week?
What?
Yeah.
Going to do a bit of boating, and then come Thursday we're finishing off a Spelljammer campaign I'm in. And then Friday we're continuing on with Sunless Citadel. That one should be coming to a close soon. So I'm wrapping up two campaigns, getting close to in the next Thursday, Friday. And then, of course, come Friday I'm doing that. Oh, jeez, I'm doing. My wife's just told me I'm not playing D&D. We're flying to Melbourne to go see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Okay. And you can't use the plane's Wi-Fi to also play D&D while flying? That's not a possibility?
It's just us.
Oh, just us. Okay, yeah, no, don't worry.
We don't have that.
It's not possible. But hey, maybe you can bring a mini, like a battle mat or something like that and play D&D with yourself.
I've spotted a game shop down there I'm going to go check out, and I'm going to visit Realm one down there.
Yeah. Bit of a catch-up. Everybody else, what's your plans for this week?
Pretty much just work.
Oh.
Nothing too exciting.
That's depressing. Can you just make something up that's more exciting than that? Just lie. Don't worry, it's crit and miss.
Riding unicorns naked through a field of daffodils.
Amazing. That's
getting
more
back
like
into
it.
the water. Getting back into the water for my silly sport of underwater hockey.
Underwater hockey? Is that actually a thing?
You may have to Google it.
Yeah. People in the chat, make sure Google that. Let us know if underwater hockey is actually a thing, because I bet you it is. I bet you someone in some obscure country has an underwater hockey league.
Ross will tell you about the next level.
The underwater ice hockey. Ooh, yeah. That's the next level league.
I imagine
instead of the sinking puck, you have the floating puck.
I imagine
Play
it's
on the
very
bottom of the ice.
static. They probably don't move very much if they're in the water and it's also frozen. But I digress. People didn't come here to listen to me talk about potential future Olympic sports. They came to watch some Dungeons and Dragons and to find out what kind of chaotic chaos you guys can come up with tonight. So I'm going to disappear, and I'm going to hand over the reins to everybody's favourite dungeon master. Over to you, Luke.
Oh, me? No worries. Thanks, Sven. We'll catch up on some things at the end of the stream, I'm sure. So, guys, we're in the dungeon. We've done two of the three paths. We're partway through the right-hand path. Last time we were breaking glass orbs and jumping acid. Now we've just opened the door to find some golems right in front of us. But if I could just have you guys quickly recap your characters, and for those who are holding on to a legendary weapon, tell us a little bit about that legendary weapon. For those who can. If you can't, let us know and I'll fill in the details. So moving and working our way across, of course we've got Sven's head over Hakuna. Want to tell us about your character, my dear?
Oh, Hakuna is a bard leonin who likes to party and carry on and gain fame and fortune by doing daring adventures, or making up daring adventures in order to gain fame and fortune.
Daring adventures for fame and fortune. And why did you enter the dungeon?
Because I wanted to have more inspiration for my stories.
Better inspiration for your stories?
Mm-hmm.
Classic bard's tale.
That's it.
No worries. Who we got next? Just looking at my phone, and looks like we've got Ben. Ben, you tell us about Bruno.
hill dwarf druid that likes to purify the world with fire. Basically, I just need to become more powerful, and I'm here for the ride to get my noble title. But see what happens. There seems to be some very interesting things in this dungeon that may be useful.
That we do have. Moving along, we've got Hala. You want to tell us, Ross, a little bit about Hala?
Is a fighter champion Minotaur who has seen too much battles and sort of wants to get away for it and follow his love of cheese making, but tends to not be that great, so has to always pick up the sword again to get more funds. And one of the legendary swords he's picked up through this campaign is Black Razor. So Black Razor is out to eat souls, and currently there's been a fair few, but we just hopefully that keeps going, otherwise there may have to be some problems.
It has granted you some hella abilities. Normally this adventure just says they're legendary weapons in the 5th edition. It doesn't actually stat the weapons out. But in previous editions, they've all been statted out and been things you've been able to take, and I think that's fair, honestly. So you have been able to pick up these weapons and take them around with you. And that takes us down to Rowan. Rowan, who's playing Rulk. What's Rulk all about, Rowan?
So Rowan's is a wood elf ranger who forest got chopped down, so he's on a quest to give it the money to buy a couple of 100,000 feather token trees and spontaneously take the town down and bring the forest back.
Respawn your forest. Okay, well, I'll move you over to the map so you can remember where we're up to. Now, last adventure we left off, you had the water has been drained at this level, so you're walking on just a wettened floor, not a filled floor, and you've opened up this door to find 5 golems standing in front of you, filling up the space directly in front. And I'm just having a look at the stream. You can probably close those 2 images. They were from the last adventure I wanted everyone to see. There's Black Razor, I see that's up, and we're cycling through the weapons. What we've got in front of us are 5 golems, and each of them has a different number that's been carved and dyed into their chests. They're all standing in there like sort of shoulder to shoulder in a big row. They've not said anything or done anything yet until you were sorting to just trying to look around the room. And as you were peeking about, one of the flesh golems engages. Number 5 says, and let me just open up the image so the rest
Number 5 is alive.
Can see it.
Sorry.
Johnny 5. So Johnny 5 says to you, "One of us does not belong with the others. If you can pick it out, it will serve you. If you pick the wrong one, we will stop you. You have 60 seconds."
Okay, guys, I've got an idea. Seems to be a map.
If you say things out loud to me, I'll take it as your character blurting it out. You're looking at these golems. They're all standing in a line there in front of you. 50 seconds. You can discuss amongst yourselves. Tell me when you're saying the answer.
I'm going to try some investigation while Ben's talking. And perception.
No worries. 40 seconds. Looking around the room, you can see that the room is generally quite bare. There isn't any signs. There's been no lighting, and you're in the dark. So obviously they can see you. You can see them. 30 seconds. What else are you after? There is a door at the far end.
Okay. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Roll. They're
20
all prime
seconds.
numbers, but there's only one that's divisible by another number.
9.
Is that what we're going with?
9's the only non-prime.
The golems shuffle momentarily and say, "You are correct."
Wait, this is a maths thing?
Yeah.
Nerds.
Now let me tell you, when D&D came out, it was only nerds. We had Thaco, damn it. We had Thaco. All right. Number 9 is now in your service. You have a flesh golem working amongst your ranks.
Cool.
Who wants to take charge of number 9?
Who's the one that normally gets hit the most?
How about we let it hang back with
Oh, why?
Music's Morrowind.
I thought you guys would have got that one immediately. I know most of you are numbers people.
Yeah.
This puzzle has been criticised in a dungeon, but like, nobody gets this. Every time I've run this, people have got it in like 10 seconds.
I was more looking for other things. So I'm like
full of nerds.
trying to compare all the so many of them got left foot forward, right foot forward. They're all got opposite gait, and you're like trying to look for other things and yeah.
All right, well, I've given you guys permission to control number 9, so by all means, you guys can keep number 9 with the group. We very well might get to the next thing. Damn, let's see how much bogged you down.
I investigate the next door.
I opened the door while he's trying to investigate it.
No worries. There's the
You're looking in the keyhole and then just open it and try and hit him in the head with it.
You just lean over and just
Right,
flip the door open in
take
front of you.
Oh.
the golem and take charge of the golem.
Oh, there we go.
All right, let me lose the door. I was wondering how that was going to go. Shove that out of the way.
What? That's a lot of hit points.
Yeah, that would have been hell to try and stop them and fight them.
No, I was just going. That Charmander is just going to set them on fire continually.
Oh, they hurt too. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I think I looked at their stats last week. I'm like, ugh.
Anything I can see up this corridor?
You metagaming there, Ross?
I was more looking, going, what attacks could we face? It's like,
Right. You've just opened up my GM rulings to be able to change every character to what I damn well please. Hey, Rook, come back here. You're starting to run ahead. Alright, so let me explain to you what you find when you just get up the top. There is a switch on the wall. Just back here a little. Back from the corner of the wall, there is a large lever. It juts out and sticks out by about a foot. And as you come round the corner, you have in front of you what I would describe to you as a turnstile, but to your D&D characters, it's probably something you've not come across before. There's a large shaft going in the middle of the room, and it is rung with 4 sets of spikes going north, south, east, and west at multiple levels. On the left-hand side is more spikes, stopping anything passing through from coming back. On the right-hand side, it looks like you've got passageway for heading in. This looks like it's designed to allow you to go one way, but not return.
I'm gonna place my on the ground here. Say the command word.
Your tower.
Yeah. I'm gonna tower that obstacle.
You're in a 10 by 10 room corridor.
So we're all going
10 wide by 10 up by long. This is going to probably cause some stuff.
Okay, Charmander, get back here.
Make the tower go in a different direction.
It's going forward.
We'll just go
I asked what it's made out of. What's this
Uh,
turnstile made out of?
this is probably going to destabilize a lot of the roof if you're going to start this, but alright. Happy with that?
no, but I think Rook's already halfway through the idea.
Yeah. Yeah, alright.
Your action.
You place your tower token down in beneath the turnstiles apparatus, and before you investigate anything like the lever and whatever it all does, you rock is just straight into creating a tower, which plunges, blowing out the walls, blowing out the ceiling, rocks tumbling down all around the tower, and rock is buried everywhere around. If you're within 10 foot of this tower where it's appeared, you must now make a dex save for falling rock damage.
Whew, 21.
Charmander, dex save.
Alright, I see a dex save from Ron. Ron, you're good. Hala, no, you're not. Hala, you're going to take 21 points of bludgeoning damage as rock from the ceiling comes in and then starts burying in around the walls and around the the passageway. Everyone else, I think, was far enough away to do it, and since you're a rogue rook, you probably take no damage, I'm assuming, with that sort of a roll. Alright, you've got a tower there in front of you, but there's a lot of rock that's now caved in around it, and it's sort of filled up a lot of the passageway to your direct front.
Good thing we have a golem.
I'm going to untower the tower.
Okay.
As soon as she starts mentioning words, I'm like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm getting further back.
You untower the tower, so the space was created in that sort of space. The turnstile is no longer there. Good one, Ro. You got rid of the turnstile. Unfortunately, as you remove it, a lot of the rock is going to start caving in in chunks in front of you as more rock starts pouring in from the destabilized roof and such. It's now going to be a dash across falling rocks to make it through this part of the passageway.
Okay.
Like, how far are we going to dash?
Well, the tower was 20 by 20, and it's probably exerting another 5. You're gonna probably dash about 40 feet to get through the danger area that's being destabilized and chunks are falling out. The longer you leave it, it could all cave in, and that could be a problem on your way back.
Oh,
Okay.
Ro's going through, is he?
Dash! Ooh.
Oh, you ain't gonna make it with a 9, my friend. As you dash through, clumps of rock fall down. You got off lightly. 13 damage, Rook, as you dash across and get yourself through the obstacle. The rest of you, what would you like to do?
Huh.
I was going to wait for it to sort of settle and talk to Akuna and sort of say, hey, can you do your, like, teleport?
I could, but
Oh, I've got fiery teleport as well.
Your teleport, if you're using your fire, I think it's only 15 feet, so...
It is, but I'm going to wait for the dust to settle and see what happens.
Well, I've been underground in cave-ins. I have live experience with this, and I can tell you, bits are going to keep dropping from time to time, then a big chunk's going to come down, then a bit, and as the roof's piling up sort of between you, there's more and more, and a wall destabilizes and it falls in with a crash and a roar, and more bits are going to keep dropping down, then it's going to quiet for a bit, another bit's going to ticker, and you can hear the roof popping and clicking and it's all the pressures are now re-shifting.
Alright, after the main drop's gone, Hala's going to look at it and go, well, we've got to get through there.
It's
Akuna,
now difficult terrain because so much has now dropped. You're going to now move at half speed going through there.
Can I do an athletics check to see if I can move at full speed?
Yes, but if you fail, you're going to get stuck in the middle. Or you can just move at half speed through the thing. But I will definitely allow you to...
We've got a few guidance things. I'm going to call one of the guidance ones.
You
And-
need one of your guidance cards?
Yep.
It looks like we do have a few.
And do an athletics check. Yes.
Alright. Oh,
I'm glad I got it the right way around.
easily, with a dash and kicking off one rock to another, and as it falls, you kind of jump out of the way and zip through. With no disadvantage to your speed because of you're such a pure athlete, you're able to zip through, make a dex save. With advantage because you did so well on your athletics. Oh, unfortunately, your deck save wasn't very good with advantage. As much as you were rapidly impressing everyone with your feat of strength, you still got clobbered by a falling chunk, taking 25 bludgeoning damage, but you're able to get through and get out to the other side. Luckily, you're full of health.
Luckily, I've got the temporary hit points too from the last person I killed.
Yes.
So I've churned through 60 hit points already? No.
That's all right. Well, if you need to, you've got a golem standing there beside you. Like, just kill it with your sword. Oh, it's a construct. It doesn't have a soul. You know, you can't soul suck it.
Okay.
Alright, Holly, you're through. The rest of you, what's your plan?
Well, I was just going to dimension door it.
Yep, that's fine.
Should I take the golem with me, or Bruno, do you want to...
No. I need the meat shield of a golem. So, Charmander's going to sit on my shoulder. I'm going to tell the golem to come through with me. And if something happens, the three of us are going to fiery teleport the rest of the way. But the golem is going to be my rock umbrella.
Alright, the golem's going to give you shield. Alright, and with the fiery teleportation, I reckon that's going to give you advantage on your dex check as you make your way through. So give us a dexterity save. $19. That's pretty good. That'll with your teleportation ability, number 9 will cover you as rocks and things are starting to fall. He'll take the brunt of the small stuff. But then as your rocks start to fall around you, you're able to zip out of the way, but to save yourself from taking half damage, you're able to teleport yourself across. How many, though? Will it teleport just you, or can it take number 9?
Everyone, any willing being in its in a 5-foot radius.
Well, you are able to gain evasion as you teleport out of the way with cover and protection.
And a fireball behind me.
It's a good thing we're not in a coal mine again. Hakuna, you're using magic?
I was, but everyone did, physical feat of strength.
Yeah. How about you cartwheel through? You got acrobatics?
I do have acrobatics.
Do you want to use... You've got a number of cards still available.
What card?
Let me have a look. We've got stills. We've got some... so small. I'm using my phone here. Looks like we've got... I think that's advantage. I think we've got... what else we got?
Look at it, there's 1 health potion, 3 wild magic surges. Well, there's 2 guidance cards there, but I burnt 1, I think.
Yep.
Oh, now 2. And there's a DM natural 20.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to use that in the next fight.
Okay.
Alright, well, that's an extra D4 added onto it if you want to take your chance.
Alright. I'm gonna go. I'll buy it. I'll go with acrobatics. I plan to do spy movie laser wire, except this is all through the dust and rocks, and I'm gonna try a skin suit.
Hang on, I need a moment. Tuck my fur in.
Alright then. Which one? Acrobatics? Do we press the
acrobatics, if that's the way you're going to...
Let's see if I go through well, or I just roll into a falling rock.
And using
Face
guidance
plate.
for this as well, for your
Guidance?
D4.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you... Are you?
Yeah, I'll use guidance.
Yep, guidance. So let's burn them.
Okay, let's go.
17, roll your D4. 17's looking good. 4?
Oh.
Yes, alright, that's going to definitely give you advantage on your dex check.
Okay.
As the rocks are coming down around you, make your dex save.
Okay.
25, you're going to make your dex check, and how do you, rocks and things are coming down, a wall's giving way as you're clambering through. Tell us how cool it is when you simply just matrix your way in.
As the falling rocks come past me, and it just looks cool because as the rocks fall, dust explodes, and it just like
Phil's it. Oh no, she got buried, and then you cartwheel out. back flipping.
It has to come with a main like shake.
Shake the dust out of your mane. All right. Okay. That environmental threat is still going to be there after.
Acrobat.
No worries. Well, you guys have defeated the turnstile, the one-way turnstile. Well done, team. By
tell us which way to go.
Simply walking through, you managed to destroy a chunk of that. Good, I like that. Am I having? This is what D&D is about.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Healing Spirit.
No worries, there is a healing potion to use as well there, I believe. Alright. Healing Spirit, is that just for yourself?
Yep. Oh, whoever it is, just one person. I was... Oh, 7 points of...
That's a concentration spell up to 1 minute, where until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you see moves into it for the first time or starts their turn there, they gain 1d6 hit points. So, like, it's now time to do the... what is the...
Step in, I step out. I step in, I step out.
Well, no, you can only heal a number of times equal to 1 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
I was going to say the time warp. It's just a jump to the left, and then a step to the right. You put your hands on your hips.
Is that when I grab the halberd by the pointy end and sort of start touching his nose with the butt of it, going, "Are you concentrating? Are you concentrating?"
Rowan, what is your casting ability? How many times can people do this?
Wisdom, so it's 1 plus 3.
So 4 times.
4.
So you can roll 2d6 4 times and heal that many. Ross, this is hit points, not temporary hit points, so you can't heal them.
I'm good.
Give us some more hit points if you run out. Rook.
But I think it's only Rook and Bruno who are down hit points at the moment, so you guys are able to do 4 2d6 rolls and see what you can heal that up.
Both of us?
Yeah, anyone. Anyone can jump in and out of this magical field.
9.
Until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you see moves into the spirit space for the first time or starts your turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points. You cast it as a... Did you upcast it?
No, I've only got level...
And 4.
Oh, well then it's only 1d6, sorry.
How many times we can jump backwards and forwards?
4. It's only 1d6, but if you've rolled 2d6 twice, well that's what you're getting out of it. Then you probably stop there.
Yeah, that'll do. I'm good.
Alright.
Charmander, go!
Okay, down this passage that now heads to the south, you can see a door at the far end, and slumped in the corner just before the door is what you probably recognise as one of the previous adventurers that you've come across. Laying in a bit of a heap, slumped against the wall.
Searching.
Have a good look around. No, just see if there's danger, man. Danger. Dr. ABC.
When walking towards him, investigating the walls, like running the halberd along, just tapping.
Mm-hmm. No worries. You're able to inspect your way up, and you don't find anything odd.
Actually rolled well. Alright, cool. Nothing odd.
Hang on. What type of who is this guy? He is a... What did I do with him?
We're gonna get Meat Shield Guy to kick you up with us?
Yeah, bring him forward.
Okay, this guy has a few basic arcane symbols on him, but he doesn't seem to have any particularly... Wait, you guys are wizards. Doesn't matter. You're cool. He's some sort of caster dude. Arcane symbols. He's a nerd.
That's tower. That solves all problems.
But what you can feel here is those pressure changes that have been described earlier that you can detect with your ears are right up there at the moment. And you can hear a bit of a roaring coming from the room next door. And even hear the door as it clicks as the pressure waves are hitting it, allowing it to, between its latches, tremble.
Okay.
What's your plan?
I'll open the door.
Send Haller in.
Opening the door.
Golem in.
All right.
I'm going to sort of say, hey, Golem, let's go.
And I'll let them meet you.
Number 9. That's number 9, thank you.
Number 9.
All right. So I will remove the door, and I will describe what you see. So in front of you is a small semicircular platform, and beyond it in the darkness just drops away. Suspended right in front of it is chain-linked circular wooden platforms. And this chain goes from about the center up into the roof, where it looks like it's mounted some, I think it was like 60-ish feet above. There is another drop of about 60 feet. And just the heat and humidity will hit you as you open this door. Boiling and broiling you can hear coming from down below. And while you stand there taking it all in, all of a sudden, some 30 feet to your front, there is a lot of boiling and then an eruption as a geyser of boiling mud bursts forth in front of you, coming up and almost hitting the roof, spraying boiling mud everywhere, and you can feel the pressure change and heat inside the room. There are 2 of these boiling massing areas, and alternatively they erupt at different times. These wooden platforms seem to extend for about 10 or so onwards to what you can barely see on the cusp of your dark vision as you approach the end of the platform is potentially another platform at the far end of this room. And let's throw some pictures up, because everyone loves pictures. So, I've got 2 here. I've got one from the current edition, and one from the original.
I've seen so many kids act themselves on those platforms.
Well, you can see that the circular platforms are about 7-8 foot large, but the chain is suspended to the center of them, and they kind of just rock. As mud builds up on the side of them, they kind of tilt up a little bit, and until it slowly starts dripping off, and they balance back out again. As the geysers erupt in front of them, it pushes the platforms around, and they get soaked and covered in boiling mud, and then resettle themselves down again. But it is not long before another eruption once again pushes them around. This must be the area that has been boiling with the pressure changes you've felt throughout this whole area. And if we go back to our mysterious note... Ooh, where have I left a mysterious note for you guys? Somewhere in here. This room will seem to ring true to one of our... Where did I leave it? Damn me, putting notes all over the place. Alright, this will remind you of... Cross cavern vasts where chain links rattle, lies whelm past water spouts double.
Well, there's 2 spouts of mud.
The mud's hitting the ceiling. Is it hitting all the chains all the way to the ceiling and covering them in mud?
It definitely spreads out. If you're like where you guys are standing, you're only just getting little spray. which isn't really doing too much, but that first platform is getting sprayed from time to time again. This one seems to be erupting every, 15, 20 seconds, where this one seems to be erupting every 30, 40 seconds.
And the rest of the stuff on the floor is all just mud.
Boiling mud that keeps blowing bubbles at you.
Okay.
Okay.
How are
Who
the chains
can,
connected to the roof?
Second.
How are the chains connected to the roof?
Chains go up, and you can, with your dark vision, look up into the roof area. This cavern is particularly different from all the others. Where the others have been particularly fast, this one looks more natural. And where they link into the roof looks like a large bit of chains being either melded into it or attached. You'd probably have to get a little closer to inspect, but they look solidly enough into the roof.
How long are these chains?
What I say, it's about 40, 60 feet up above you.
Who's
Okay.
acrobatic? Got some acrobatics? Who else has some acrobatics?
I've got pretty good athletics.
Athletics is your jumping skill.
Would
Acrobatics
that be-
might be needed too, because these platforms, like if you stand on one end, they're going to kick up and around, and you might have to get on them and swing from one to another and grab the chain like a kid's playground and swing.
Like a wrecking ball.
Like a wrecking ball, perhaps?
Oh,
I was thinking if we get a rope and tie ourselves together, we can leapfrog as a.
Swing the big heavy guy through like a wrecking ball.
If anyone falls, they'll be saved by everyone else.
Oh,
Other one.
how big is this room?
These are 10 by 10 foot squares in front of you, so there's a fair.
Ben, how many times can your Charmander teleport?
Lots of times.
Because these are all about 5...
15 feet at a go.
The only problem with my teleport is you guys have to hop back, because whoever I take with me, what I was thinking was I'll get Charmander to teleport, like I'll jump onto the golem's back and get the or Hala's back or someone, get Charmander to teleport us, elevate it off so you just have to grab the chain all the way across. The other option is
Instantly teleport.
the other option is plant growth. I just grow plants across this entire thing and we just walk across.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how long that would last with boiling mud.
True.
I think boiling mud's going to do a number on those plants. They won't last a long time.
No, but we could run across and run back.
How high is the platform from the boiling mud?
There's 50 feet above and 50 feet below.
Okay.
Darn, I was hoping it was 30.
Okay.
Well, I can shoot across this entire thing and I have double dark vision. So Ben, why don't you hop across with somebody in this case you can lead a retreat and I can provide cover.
Yeah, we can do that.
Hey, a quick one with the dead guy at the front. Did we actually check what he died from?
No. You left him. He was more entertained by the door and now the boiler.
Do I notice?
Investigate.
Sure can.
Hang on, that would be.
Give us a medicine check, Hakuna, while you're back investigating the body.
Ah. You're rolling well tonight, surprisingly.
You're rolling really well.
I never get this well.
Do I notice
Okay.
any small centipedes or anything kicking around? Like small insects?
It's pretty hot for centipedes, but I'm sure if you dug at the wall, you might be able to excavate some sort of little insects.
Yeah.
But enjoying the heat and what it brings and what allows it to grow.
Spiders?
Hakuna, with your medicine check of 21, you're able to identify that this particular body looks like it's got a ghastly wound across its upper neck. It looks like not a sword slice, but a tearing of a beast that's torn out that chunk. And you can see that the creature has bled out, but the blood isn't where the body is.
Okay. So the other thing is, I could.
Or it was moved after the death. Like, there are a number of circumstances.
If I can find a spider, I can cast giant insect on it and control it and get it to cast a web across all these platforms so we can just run across like a bridge.
Okay. Well, that doesn't have to be. I mean, you can double back into the passage and you can search and you can try and find a spider around the area.
I go searching for a spider or some centipedes or something like that.
Cool. I like it. Damn, yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess you're able to locate a small. I was going to give you an Australian spider, but we're pretty much known for not being in Australia, D&D. Yeah, you're able to find a small tarantula.
Okay. Do I find anything else while I'm searching?
Anything? What? Like secret passageways, or what are we talking?
No, just more insects.
Okay.
One type at a time, can I? Okay. So with my spider, I cast giant. I talk to the group. What do you think? I can turn this spider into something large, and he can just cast a web across all these platforms, holding them together, and then we can just run across. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a real good idea.
Linking the platforms and making it harder to fall. That's good. I mean, this is someone's last chance to Tarzan their way across somewhere.
Yeah.
In a spiderweb bridge.
But a spiderweb bridge is pretty cool.
It is.
Are we all happy with the bridge?
Spectacular.
I'm sure I'll get over it.
I cast giant insect, and then I tell my spider to create a bridge across these platforms.
All right.
And then timing it, we scarper across.
All right. The spider starts linking up the first few. Let me get my drawing tool. Linking up, and there's an eruption from the geyser directly to its front while it's sitting there linking up. Let's see how much hit points a spider has from handling being around these things.
I think it's on my character sheet.
I got a giant spider here.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a lot of hit points, so you're gonna have to control and manage the spider, because I mean it's reasonable. It's not going to hurt itself, but it's also can't forecast the eruptions as well as you guys probably can.
Okay.
So the first eruption, let's give it a dex save to try and avoid 15. When is? Oh yeah, it makes the save. So half damage from. It's good. Splashed a little bit by some hot boiling water. The spider then continues its work.
Keep telling him to continue on. So we've got like every 15 seconds this geyser goes off. How fast is he progressing?
It's going to take him a few moments to web together that platform and the next one as it bounces around and sort of thing. So he's probably only going to get to just up to the second one here before the eruption triggers again. This puts him in a bad position. Let's have another dex save.
Tell him to climb to the top.
Okay, I get what you're going with that.
Like climb the chain all the way to the roof.
Yep.
To try and get away from it a bit.
How many discs away was it when it first went off? It is right there, so it is going to have to make a... Okay. Ooh, yep, you good? For... Half 17 is going to take... Okay, the spider's getting a bit hurt. It starts clambering up the chains, which you can move 50 feet, so that's going to take a turn, and then from up there it's going to be trying to shoot down to link the platforms where you are. So it's only going to be able to get one more before and across before there is another eruption. And then he's coming across into the next one that's going to... he's got a good save there, so it's going to be half the damage and it's going to be decreased down to... We're going to take away 7... Alright, well from up there he can just keep blasting away, but he's starting to get close to the next one. So as he's getting over here...
We suggest to ask the spider, can he stop on the wall and connect it to the wall, to the midpoint, and rest on the wall for a bit, and then we can, like, about...
Oh. Yeah.
Yell it to jump to get over the wall?
Like, can he... Yeah, tell him to get over and climb over to the wall here and cast his net across.
Do the worst of his work from over there. It's not easy, but he's got time and he's now further away from the boiling, so good, well spotted. He can continue working and spraying web links across there at a distance. Let me just check how many squares away is he. 1, 2, 3. And this one fires less often, so at 3 squares away. Still needs to save as spray goes around him. That's not the good save, but he's pretty far away, so it's not going to be as bad. That's alright. Well, your spider's pretty beaten up, but he has managed to create you a webbed passageway.
Oh,
Good work, Spidey.
If you want to carry it across, or call Spidey back.
No, I'm gonna get him to come over here and wait over here.
Okay. Get the golem to carry the corpse.
What? We're getting... we're taking Sebastian along, are we?
The corpse?
Yep.
Makes sense.
We're just going to feed the corpse to the spider.
Well, it is our theme.
It's got no juices left in it.
Oh, yes, indeed. I should have Sherlocked that before. I investigated it. It's no slash. It's been trained.
So can we get number 9 to carry Sebastian?
Yeah.
In case we need a corpse for something?
Okay, so webs will stretch, so moving on this bridge is easier now, because things are a little more locked in. It's more like one of those kids' tyre things, but still it isn't easy, particularly to like run across. If you were to run across, you're going to start mucking it up for everyone else. So moving at a reasonable pace will be okay.
Okay, I'm gonna mount my giant spider with Charmander.
Alright.
And we're going to climb across the edges of the wall. Back down, back from all the glass down to the other platform.
Sounds good. You'll be able to pause here as they're waiting for the spurt to go off, and then round that corner, and then pause on the far side before that final one erupts, before you can get yourselves in. So you won't have a problem getting across.
Well, I'm going to...
You're mounting, you're controlling it.
Seeing where... timing it, I'm going to sort of start moving out onto the bridge.
Yep.
And wait for the first one to spurt, and then try and move past.
Alright, so once the first one erupts, then you're going to start quickly making your way across.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a athletics check with advantage, now that you've made it acrobatics or athletics, since the way you've secured the bridge now. With advantage, yep, you don't have a problem. You're able to progress, let's say about to halfway, without any issues before the spurt erupts again. That's going to have you a couple squares away from it, so you still need the dex save. Not good. Right, so we're looking at Yeah, not great. So getting across the discs, not a problem. Unfortunately, you are now 2 discs off a interruption. You have failed the check. You now have to take fire damage. 21 fire damage.
Yeah, hey Ben, can you send that spider back?
All right, Hulla, you can progress another 1 or 2 and then pause if you need to before waiting for timing the eruption.
Yep.
Hanging there between the two will keep you in the safest spot where you can. Waiting for the final eruption, then you'll be able to quickly dash across. Ben, you'll find standing right there on the edge. You're getting sprayed by that geyser closest to you.
No!
You'll need to back up closer to the door to get away from the boiling mud thrown up when it erupts.
So obviously I would do that. Now, did I hear someone request a lift?
Telegram.
Alright. I instruct my spider to go back around and collect Rolk.
Yep.
And whilst they're doing that, I'm going to go for a second roll for athletics.
Not as good. But you've got advantage because of the wide platform, so 19 is fine. Alright, yeah, you're able to quickly, with you having a longer time this time, you're able to quickly hoof yourself across and get onto the platform just as you can hear it boiling and getting ready to erupt again as you zip over to the door, pressing up against it to try be back from the burning mud. Rook, mounting up the spider. Let's get an animal handling to see if you can time it and control it to keep it away from. Yeah, you're good. Aced it. Alright, not a problem. You're able to wander around the walls, timing the eruptions to keep yourself spaced, much like Bruno was. What's the plan for number 9 and Hakuna?
I was gonna run across. I was gonna try my acrobatics again. See if I can stay on this hot streak.
Hot streak of good dice rolls tonight?
Hot streak.
No worries.
Or I'll, streak
Perish.
across in heat.
Well, the frizz from the humidity in the mud is having its effect on you. You don't want to hang around too long.
Yeah.
So let's have acrobatics or athletics as you time your movements.
Oh.
With advantage, you're able to quickly dash. I'm not going to make you make a dex check the first time with a crit, so you're able to zip around, and when it does spray, lean back on your thing, putting the wooden falling up between you, and then swing it back down, and then continue hiking your way across. Let's get a second check as you near the back end of the room.
Yeah, so another acrobatics.
Yes, please. 23s, that'll get you across and without too many major issues.
Oh my god.
As you can hear it starting to boil up again, oh, time to get going, let's get up against that wall. Everyone's got their hands out, stretched. Come on, Hakuna. What's the plan for number 9?
It'll just be baked more in its golem shell, right? This is a... Oh wait.
Yeah.
That's a flesh golem, not a
Golem.
clay golem.
We could just leave it there for now.
Leave it there?
Oh, we could instruct it to go back and start digging a tunnel through the rubble.
Start clearing it, that's all.
Yeah, call the other golems to help you.
As it departs from your sight. Okay. You stand before you now on another platform that was much like the one at the other end. There is a door in front of you, much as the other end was.
So no tower this time?
Well, I don't know. We haven't decided if we're going to use a tower that'll launch you guys all back off into the mud.
As soon as Roll starts looking at his tower, I'm like, screw this! I'm into the hallway.
I'm going to investigate the corridor for traps. Nothing here. Nothing at all.
Can't see it.
Nothing appears suspect at the moment. You can still feel the pressure changes from behind you and the intense sweating it took to get across from there to here. It's uncomfortably warm and sticky as you find yourselves approaching down the corridor to a door that sits down the end.
Will my giant spider fit down the corridor?
Your spiders can... He's going to have trouble fighting or doing anything, but he can move down there potentially. Spiders are pretty good at that.
All right. He's just going to follow behind us. What could possibly go wrong?
Will make retreat expediently quite difficult, but hey, let's give it a go. As you guys approach down the corridor.
Oh, I'm just going to leave him there for a moment as we move down. Actually, I might stay here with my spider on the wall and send Charmander down ahead.
Whilst going down, again, I do my tap stuff with the base of the halberd.
Yes, no worries. You're inspecting the floors.
Down the wall, and the ceiling, just occasional taps with bits and pieces. Blind man cane of...
All sounds quite solid, and doesn't sound like there's anything on the other side. Rook, you've come down to a door.
And search them.
Is it interesting? There's more looking. How you can see on the Crit and Miss channel. You can actually see the dimensions of the room through it. So roll 20, I think, is
Yeah.
Well, the door material is having a bit of fun.
Is it?
And this dark vision has given us X-ray vision. There we are.
How's that?
The walls.
The grid, but yeah.
You can still see the grid, but you can't see the walls.
No worries. Okay. Investigating the door, Rook, you find it to be unlocked. Although there is pot-marked with a lot of holes. Not as dense as a colander or some such, but every handspan there'd be another hole just big enough to stick a pinky or a finger through.
Are the holes coming in towards us or away from us?
They go through the door. Like, how's a hole come towards you?
Well, is there the material coming through it like it's being shot? Like the follow-through material? Or is it
projectile left a splash or a kick out sort of pat? Looks like they... Well, give us investigation.
Let's see if I go negative.
This is going to take further examination, but you think that someone's just poked holes with a spear and just rammed.
I was going to say, like one less, I would have sort of said, I investigate by opening the door and having a look on the other side.
Have a look on the other side. Nope, it's all clear, guys.
Are the hinges on this side or the other side?
Other side. Door is going to open in.
Okay, Alan, you're up.
You chill to the front.
I go under the door.
Gonna get Charmander with hold action to teleport if required. With Hulla.
Alright. You open the door, and directly to your front is utter darkness. A blackness so deep that light and your dark vision doesn't seem to penetrate.
I pull out a torch and say, Charmander, please do the honours.
Charmander doesn't need a torch.
Yeah, I think he's going to poke Charmander with his torch.
I cast Flame Seed into the room. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, as Charmander's light comes in and causes basic elimination around him. And then Hala is trying to light a torch off Charmander. Charmander fires a flaming bolt in. You see it just leave Charmander's hand and then disappear into the darkness that seems to be unpenetrable.
Does it hit anything? Do we hear anything?
I guess you hear it sail for a moment and then impact against something.
No yelling or screaming or anything?
No.
I'm gonna.
Did I end up getting the torch lit?
Yes, off Charmander, you can light your torch.
And I'm guessing as I wave a torch around, there's light I can see, and as soon as you put it into the darkness, it just goes black.
It does. It seems to be some sort of magical darkness.
Cool.
I'm gonna place the tower down and activate it.
Charmander, get back here.
How far are we? Like just into the darkness? Because this
Just in here, so I can.
That means you're gonna have to throw it into the darkness, because if it's a 20 by 20 off the top of my head, and that means if you put it right at your feet, it's gonna blow you back. So
no,
as he starts to pull his tower out,
deploys forward from myself, I believe.
Oh, I thought it would
Just
go
into the room.
either
Let's do this.
like, you put it here, it blows out every direction. But if you
as he starts to pull out the tower, I pull out the rope, tie it around him, and then kick him into the space.
tower shenanigans.
Okay.
All right. Well, as you're getting your token out, Rourke, and you start placing it down so it's going to grow in a certain way. Behind you, unbeknownst to you, Hala is quickly getting a rope out. Hala, you're going to have to act quick, so I'm going to need a sleight of hand to see how quickly you can move your hands to quickly get it around him before you can't make a lassoed not fast enough that you can throw around real quick enough. By all means, though, you could probably, while he's bending down, just kick him in the arse and send him go flying into the room, or because he's bending down to put the token on the ground there, or you could run away and get out of there. I mean.
No, I'm happy to kick him in the backside into there.
In the backside?
As he kicks, Charmander uses his hold action of fiery teleport and pulls both of them back 15 feet back towards Akuna.
No worries. All right. Well, because it doesn't succeed, Rook, just as you put the token down, you feel a hoof on your back. You can identify that horseshoe mark in the back of your leg. If you're starting to get pushed, then all of a sudden you guys all teleport back. Now, Hakuna, how close are you? 10 foot by the look of it, where you were. How big does your flamey teleport? Is it 5 foot or 10 foot?
5 foot.
5 foot, right. Flames burst out right in front of you and just missed you as the others are teleported back behind you. Rourke, your tower's on the ground. What's the plan? You're back now.
Well, I'm gonna tie the rope that Halvatosius is thankfully holding around my waist. Hey, going fishing, boys. Walk up, grab my tower, walk into the room, and then deploy it.
How are you deploying? Like you picked your token back up, and how are you deploying? Like,
I'll take one pace in and then slap it on the ground and
put it down just in front of yourself? Alright, let me check the height of this room before we go too far. It's not naturally tall enough, I don't think. Your tower's 30 foot tall?
30 by 20 by 20.
Well, this room...
You reduce it in height.
No, it's a standard magical tower. Alright, well, in front of you in the darkness, you place the token down. You say the word create. So you guys see Rourke step into the darkness and disappear. You hear it all of a sudden. the keyword he uses to summon the tower, and there is an explosion as into the roof. You've heard this before, not 20 minutes ago. A tower appears, crashing into the roof and taking large chunks of it, destabilizing the roof above you.
The darkness remains.
It does. And Rook, I guess, by your side, just to the rear right, above the doorway, you can hear some creature say, "Ah, my tomb! What have you done?" As it then comes down to attack you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. That damn tower of yours. This is why I took away feather tokens from you, man.
Hey, that's why I'm on a quest to get them back.
He came in like a tower.
It definitely came in like a tower and wrecked the place. Alright, so next week's session we're going to kick off starting this combat. We've got a creature in the darkness that you've now upset quite a bit. You've got an impenetrable area of dark that is going to cause you some sort of grief. And you've got a tower just stabilizing the roof in an area that you can't see or tell what's going on.
Take the tower back and let the roof fall in.
And the bad guy, or at least one of the bad guys, seems to be there, right above Rook, ready to cause some issues. Well, hope you guys enjoyed tonight's game. I figured we've got 2 or 3 sessions, and how quickly you guys are powering through that, we might have to. We'll see how next week goes, if it's the last one or second last session for White Plume Mountain.
Or if it's like a continual game as we sort of like roll strength every week, trying to dig out the turnstile tunnel.
Join us next week as we try and dig ourselves out of a mountain. We'll make digging checks and we'll do spell earth moving checks. You'll love it. It'll be fantastic. And then once we start getting some beams up and some supports, we'll create that damn tower again and destabilize the passage.
All right.
Sven, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Had some fun sitting around, seeing how much damage a single magical item can cause to a campaign, and taking notes. And the note I took was, don't give a magical tower to anyone in my campaign ever. So thanks for that. Thanks for teaching me.
Yeah, it's a good one. I had it as an artificer, and it became my primary, it became fireball for me. Throw the tower, say the magic word.
Go-to weapon.
Fireball.
It's fun because...
Can you have more than one tower?
Oh, good.
Say again?
Can you have more than one tower? Like, do you have 2 or 3 as dice and then throw them?
You would need more tokens, but yes, it is a mini tower. I envision it much like a chess piece.
Because I was more envisaging as they sort of expand, 2 or 3 of them bounce off each other and just then roll everywhere.
I roll them like dice, then made the magic word, and these towers just come tumbling out.
Yeah. Hey, maybe that'll be something that happens on a live stream one day, but definitely not one that I'm DMing. I'll tell you that much. I don't have to think about how I'm going to rule 3 towers appearing at the same time. I was just saying, it's fun because I've started going back and listening to the Legend of Drizzt, and the tower actually makes an appearance in the second book, I think it is, which is pretty cool.
They're after the wizard in the Underdark, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, fun little throwback sort of thing. It's never been an item that I've managed to use. I was just thinking about the way you use the tower against the turnstile. Basically, you had exactly the same effect as having the turnstile there. So instead of having a turnstile, you now have a few tons of rock to get through instead.
You wouldn't have taken damage if you just walked through the turnstile.
You don't know that. It'll be a trap.
Well, it had one side with spikes and one side allowing you to pass through, much like a turnstile.
Yeah, but this is Dungeons and Dragons. We don't do anything the normal way. We don't open doors. We kick them in. We don't ask questions. We cast fireball. We don't go through turnstiles. We throw magical expanding towers at them. That's why we play D&D. If we want a normal life, we would go do our taxes. But anyway, thank you guys for another awesome episode of White Plume Mountain. It's going to be a shame when they eventually do come to a close, but I get the feeling it's not going to be the last time we see Luke on the channel. So keep your eyes open, because he and his mustache might be making another appearance. On that note, I did mention this earlier on in the stream. Of course, we have episode 2 of season 2 of Out of the Abyss coming up this Saturday night, the 15th at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Things are just kicking off. It's getting crazy. They were just about sacrificed to a crazy fish god, but combat has kicked off, man. I don't even know what I'm going to do. So make sure you join us for that one, because it's going to be chaotic, which is what people really love. After that, I got Supernova. I myself am going to be going down to Supernova Brisbane. I think it's on the 4th and the 5th of November. I'm going to be down there with Christian from Hermes D&D Services. We're going to be selling some merchandise, such as this shirt right here. So if you want to get your hands on one of these, make the trip down to Brisbane, say hello. We're going to be doing some live streams and stuff like that. It's going to be fun, and also really, really tiring. So bring some caffeine. And one more thing, we have the next episode of the Dungeon Delve pod coming out next Monday, 1 week from now, on the 17th of October. Christian and I, again, working on that one, and this episode we're going to be looking into the Forgotten Realms setting for Dungeons and Dragons. Just taking a little dip. We're not going to go in too deep, because we're going to do a few episodes and then we're going to let people vote about which setting they want to hear about the most, and then we're going to dive deeper into that particular setting. So keep your eyes open on our Discord and on our Facebook, and also there is a Facebook page for the Dungeon Delve podcast, but you can interact with us directly on Discord, on my channel, or on Hermes D&D channel. What have you got coming up, Luke?
I've taken a break for the last month because work's been very hectic and I needed to take a break for myself. But hopefully we're back into recording soon with Mitch on some subclass reviews. I think we need to re-record the Aberrant Mind Sorcerer, so that's probably on my next to my things to do. Other than that, I'm just enjoying painting minis, playing heaps of D&D, and wrapping up some campaigns, hopefully, and then I'll be kicking off another one at the Oasis.
Awesome. Yeah, and if you're in Townsville, make sure you check out the Oasis. Every Thursday night they run in-person games, which is always fun. The guys from the Dungeon Ruse, of course, Luke runs games there as well, so it's definitely worth checking out. But on that note, should we double check? Are we doing another episode next week?
I believe so. Don't think there's any reason to miss. We'll be back from Melbourne on Sunday night, so Monday I'll be on the boats. I should be off the water. I've arranged for our night boat to be happening on a Tuesday, so Monday's a go-ahead is the way I'm tracking.
All right, awesome. We'll be back again next week. Same time, 7:30, 7:40 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time with another episode of White Plume Mountain. We are coming close to the end of this limited series adventure, which is when things start to really kick into gear, so don't miss the next couple of episodes. But on that note, we will say good night to you all. Thank you guys, thank you Luke, and we will see you all again next week. Good night everybody.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you.